Hi, I'm Teresa with beingbrokeisn'tcute.com, and I want to welcome you back to our YouTube channel. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been going through wealth management planning. And I've been doing a lot of you need to do this and you need to do this and blah, blah, blah. And I can be pretty rough because I'm throwing all this stuff at you, and I don't mean to sound cruel, and hopefully I didn't sound cruel or mean or like you're wrong or anything like that. But there is a process to the madness. If you're going to have if your finances are going to get in order, you're going to have to do it. And that's true. But this week, I want to just encourage you because there's a lot going on. It's not like you're just sitting at home twiddling your thumbs and you have nothing else going on in your life. I understand people have jobs, they have kids, they have spouses, they have all kind of groups and communities and all that kind of thing going on. But I want to tell you, when your finances are in order, it makes all those other things go so much smoother. One of the major reasons for divorce is money. So if you can get your money right, that helps out with your marriage. One of the major causes of stress, again, is money and money issues. So that becomes a stressor on your health, on your marriage, on your kids, on your job. So money, though it isn't everything, it is very important. So this week, I want to just give you some encouragement. The first thing is you've got to know what your red dot is. And your red dot is basically all your income, subtracting all your expenses, and what the difference is. That number right there is your red dot. You've got to know where you're starting at. That's number one. Number two is where you start isn't necessarily where you have to finish. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to, your finances do not have to stay the same. You can change them if you want to put the effort into changing them. And it's completely possible. I don't care how impossible it may look to you. And it looks impossible to you because, well, you're in it. I mean, it's one thing for people to say, oh, I'm very sympathetic that you are having all these financial troubles. Yeah, well, I'm the one having the financial troubles, and believe me, it's rough. People tell you, pull you up by your bootstraps and all these kind of cliches. When you're in it, sometimes those cliches, they come off as insulting or just insensitive because what you're dealing with is hard. But remember, where you are, the moment you get yourself in the mindset that I don't have to stay here. This is where I am, and I may be responsible for it. I may or may not be responsible for it. But this is just where I start. This is not where you have to end. That's number two. I want you to remember that. That's very important. Because the next thing is, in order to change your situation, you may have to make some hard decisions. You may have to cut back on your budget. You may have to cut back on your spending. You may have to get a part-time job, or you might have to start a side hustle, or your family might have to make all kind of sacrifices to get back financially stable. But I want you to remember, believe me, it is temporary. All the changes and sacrifices you're making are temporary. They're only for the next 12, 24, 36, whatever your plan is. It's just for those next couple of months. Dave Ramsey has this quote that most families are anywhere from 12 to 36 months from getting to financial stability. 12 to 36 months. And some people may think, wow, that's a long time. But if you're going to be here in the next 12 to 36 months, wouldn't you want to be financially stable? I think most of us would. So if you're going to have to do the time anyway, you might as well at the end of the time be that much closer to your goal or at your goal and setting new goals. Number four, setbacks. There will be setbacks. There's going to be something. You can be rolling smooth on your budget. You can have, some money saved up, and then bam, something happens. The AC unit goes out. One of your kids may end up in the hospital and you've got medical bills. You may get sick. and you're not able to work your full-time job or your part-time job, setbacks will happen. There's no other way around it. It's very hard to think that you're going to make it through the next 12 or 36 months or 48 months or however long it's going to take without there being some kind of setbacks, some kind of challenge. You will get through it. Just like everything else, the setback is temporary. Go back to your plan, map it out again, start again. The key is, no matter what the setback is, make your adjustments and keep moving forward. And that's the key, to keep moving forward. If you have to cry about it, boo-hoo all you want to, but you boo-hoo and you keep moving forward. You may get mad about it. It might not be fair. It may not be your fault. Don't weigh yourself down with excuses as to why this happened or why. Don't weigh yourself down with that. And you could be completely right. It could be someone else's fault. Maybe in the middle of this, your spouse decides, I don't want to do this, and they book. I've heard of people, they're trying to get things done, and they might have a family member, a close family member get sick or something, and they may have to put some things on hold so they can take care of this family member. That's okay. Do what you have to do. Make your adjustments. Redo your plan. Move forward to your goal. Nothing wrong with that. And the final thought is, you can do it. You can have the financial life you want to. You can achieve your financial goals. You can do it. And anybody who says that you can't is wrong. Even if that person is you, you are wrong. If you say you can't do this, like, oh, Teresa, you don't know how much debt I'm in. You don't know how screwed up my financial situation is. You don't know. You're right. I don't know. I don't know exactly. But the one thing I do know is that if you truly want to get out of this and you work your plan, you make the sacrifices. You find out, first of all, find out exactly where you are. How much debt are you in? Or how, maybe you've blown a lot of money. How much money have you blown? Maybe it's time to stop making it rain. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My whole thing is, people get on folks' case because, well, you wouldn't be here if you had done such and such. And you wouldn't have been here if you had done this or you hadn't done that. My whole thought about that is, doesn't matter how you get here. Because we've all done silly things. Fine. Made bad financial decisions. Yeah. Invested in something we shouldn't have? Sure. Trusted somebody with some money that we shouldn't have? Sure. We've all done that. And anybody who hasn't is probably on their way to doing that. But center yourself, sit down, take some time, map out your next move. Everything can't be from the hip. Some things have to be planned. Some things have to be mapped. And you can do that. You can, whatever you don't know, you can learn. I'm giving out information. There are tons of really good information out there in books, DVDs, CDs, downloads, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. There's all kind of information out there. Good, solid information to help you get to where you want to be. You are not alone. There are lots of people who are more than willing to help you. So you can do this. And I look forward to hearing everybody's success stories. I really do. Because I know there are success stories out of there. People who have just, they buckled down, they had to make sacrifices, and they did it. So be encouraged. All right? As always, please like, share, subscribe. So proud of myself. I'm finally remembering point this way. Like, share, subscribe. And also, in the description box, I'm going to have a link to all the wealth management planning episodes that I did, so you can catch up if you missed one, or if you want to start over. Great. I'd love to meet you back at episode 1, and we can go through this again. Go through it as many times as you need to until you get what you need so you can move forward. So again, I am Teresa, your personal finance enthusiast, but being broke isn't cute. As always, join me on my website. Lots of more information about me, blogs, articles, that kind of thing. And then meet me right back here next Thursday for our next episode. Okay? All right. Be blessed. Thanks for joining me.